Yeah, so I have to close it. I have to close my long position. If you've been following the channel, I know that I started this. I'm up a tiny bit, like $400, but I have to close it, and I'll tell you exactly why. Because this here, even though we took the long, and even though it went up, and even though it was up $1,200 and whatnot, just doesn't seem right with all the liquidity building up and all that. And yesterday on this update, I actually explained to you why I believe that we have to see a push above 78,453. This was yesterday's update. It was titled Bitcoin to 82K confirmed, urgent update. And I was saying that the level that we need to see break for that confirmation is 78,453, but I do not see that. And the worst thing is that if I actually go down here and I see that I start looking at market structure, I mean, yes, on the 15-minute, this does look good. I mean, this here, even though there is 3 consecutive candles here, there's a close below here after having a close above there, and then there is a slow climb up to this level, but then an immediate rejection. So ultimately, the problem comes in that it does look like this liquidity is going to get taken and we're not going to have a bounce here. I mean, I still do believe the 4-hour will hold, so if you do not really want to do anything about it, I'm going to give you the scenarios that I'm doing, and then we can just talk about it. If you don't know who I am, my name is 𝗙𝗲𝗂, and I've been here since 2016. I trade, I invest, I find early gems. This is the channel that I'm on, 100x Club. 100x your wealth in the next 10 years. Is basically just 4% profit a month. That's the role that we're on. If you like that, subscribe to the channel, join the 40,098 members that are already, and of course join in the Telegram as well. It's a channel where I share my thoughts. All links in the description. So let's go. So the basic idea here is the following. I've been telling you on the channel here, these updates are literally 5 minutes, so you can navigate them, but you have to watch them every day. And I've been telling you how I believe we're still going to go sub 60,000, but because the 4-hour looks very good, I mean, I want to see a bounce here. And it has to bounce. I mean, if you look at, retrace, bounce, retrace, bounce, retrace, bounce, all the way down, retrace, bounce. So you can see all the way up there, it has to bounce. But the problem that I'm facing right now is that if I go into the lower time, at one point this is going to reject, right? At one point there will be a reversal. At one point we are going to start our descent to sub 60,000. The question is really where. And Bitcoin is basically, or any crypto is basically a hot potato here, because this liquidity build-up that you see is going to, or ought to get taken. Now, liquidity is basically limit orders. A lot of people are placing their limit orders here because they are longing and whatnot, and this is going to get taken at some point. The question really is what happens after it gets taken. So we can see something like this and then reversal, but I just simply don't think the risk is worth taking. So I do have a bunch of accounts. It's $440. So I do have 3 accounts that I'm running. Being transparent with you about this, you can just go in here, trade. You can see all these 3 accounts. All of them have a different position, but it's basically the same profits, about $400 or $500. I'm gonna close all 3. And the reason why I'm gonna close it is because even if, so here are the scenarios. One, this starts going, and then we do see this play out, right? We do see the 78,453 play out, and then we have a close above there, and then we can even get in with the stop loss here, which basically would be the same risk, risk reward wise and whatever. So we can see that play out. But if that doesn't happen and we reject from here, which it seemingly is happening, I mean, this is already happening, then we're gonna go lower. The question is, I'm still leaning more to the long, so I'm not going to short this because we're down at a 4-hour order block and the daily order block. Again, if you've been watching the shows every day, you know this, but this is a daily order block as well. So I'm not going to short this. But if we have a flush here and the 5-minute market structure shift, I'd rather get back in again than start from here with an incredible risk reward. You know what I mean? So ultimately, 2 scenarios here that is possible. One of them is that we're gonna start pushing from here. I would be the happiest. We're probably just gonna go here and then go above 78,450. And if we do, fantastic. We're probably gonna take a long position up to this order block. I'm gonna let you know. This is why it's worth joining in on the Telegram. Like, it's a channel where I basically share my thoughts. Nothing else. It's free, just join in. But I'll let you know in the community if I see any of these scenarios. This is one. The other scenario is that we just simply start rejecting and viciously start taking this liquidity. People think that we're going sub 60 now, but we're still within that OB. If there is no close below on the 4-hour or the daily, I am going to take a long position here and then just ride that up. This is what I'm expecting. So I am going to close the position. I mean, it's better to take $500 profit, even though if it's like, let me just show the last one as well. It's better to take $500 profit than, or $300 profit, $400 profit than to just not take anything and risk getting stopped out for no reason. So the trade we took was probably like 3 days ago. Didn't play out, no problem. We're just going to take it again when it presents itself. So this is what I'm looking at, and this is what I'm expecting. Guys, if you want one of these prop firm accounts, there is a link in the description. This is Bitfunded. You can basically buy a challenge. They have different challenges. You can just go here and then you can go acquire a challenge. And they have they have actually markets. No, it's actually where is it? A good challenge is. You will be able to just come up here, and for you, if you don't have a challenge, it will say just get a challenge. So you'll be able to get a challenge. They have buy one get one for free. It's a second step. So if you buy one, you will get another one for free. That is a 2-step challenge. So whatever you buy, you get a 2-step challenge. It's actually pretty good. Link in the description. And yeah, I'll see you in the community, and I'll see you tomorrow. I hope we don't dump that much, and I hope the daily holds, but we have to see. Take care. Ciao, ciao.